WMC Memphis, WMFS FM HD2 Bartlett Memphis. It's America's team. The Dallas Cowboys play here on ESPN 790 AM.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time. Take a family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, Best Care Home Services, and DeSoto Outdoors and Archery. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis, Tennessee. We roll into our 16th year on the air every Saturday morning, the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. And my co-host Ron Wong on the other end of the line. Ron, you just said as we get ready to start this next segment that we are rolling. I mean, we done been through an hour.
We are absolutely rolling this morning, and you know what's so great? It's all about fishing today.
Oh, yeah, you love that.
And we should really be talking about some hunting because, we've got deer hunting going on now, squirrels.
That's enough, Ron. That's enough hunting we're going to talk about today. This is your day. You just threw that in there because you want all the hunters in the woods so they're off the water. I know what it is with you.
So. But you know what? I can't wait to talk to this next guest because
he's got a story to tell.
He is one quite – he's an excellent fisherman, and he can keep you in stitches laughing on the stage when he comes to weigh in.
Well, there's only one G-man on the pro circuit. I know that
Absolutely.
for a fact. And about a month, and maybe he can update me on. We were going to have Gerald Swindle on about a month. I don't know how long ago, Gerald.
It was about 6 weeks.
About
5 weeks, maybe, right at surgery time.
Right at surgery time, and we were ready to roll. And then he said, "Well, I'll be all right. I'll be able to be on and everything like that." And then all of a sudden, things did not work out, and we're talking to his wife and trying to get everything worked out. And Leanne was trying to tell us, and we got Gerald Swindle on the line today. Good morning, Gerald.
You guys have got me. I think my wife was scared to let me on the radio too quick taking pain medicine because she if she's not there to hold me back, she's like, well, this ain't going to be good. If he's taking medicine and people are listening, it's not going to be good.
Well, Gerald, after the pictures you posted on Facebook, I don't think we wanted you on the radio at that time, okay?
No, I was not a happy camper, man. I mean, it just one of them fluke things, guys. Just go in for a regular arthroscopic knee surgery and for whatever fluke reason, it turned into some internal bleeding and swelling, which turned into I think they call it compartment syndrome.
Yes.
And they'd had about 24 hours there where they were trying, talks of, it's time to have surgery right now to save your leg. And then things really got serious. And then they did a surgery called a fasciotomy where they cut me on my thigh, which basically looks like you shot a big doe with a raised broadhead.
Oh, my goodness.
Just elongated me. And I walked it off. I mean, I did walk it off. Not like a raised broadhead. I did walk it off. But I'm going to tell you, they let me cut wide open there. And I'm now learning that I'm probably going to be, a couple of months to get to 100%. I'm back to 70%, and 70% redneck's good enough for me.
That's all right. Well, out of Warrior, Alabama. Right. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I originally was from right there in Warrior, and we moved this last year. We moved to Gunnersville. We had a small place.
That's right.
There. We
Okay.
sold our home in Warrior.
Yeah.
And just moved up to Gunnersville. And then we have a farm on Smith Lake, up about 15 minutes off Smith Lake. Her and I have a couple hundred acres up there.
We know where that is. And Gerald, 2016 is going to be a year that you will never forget, will you?
Unbelievable, guys. I'm telling you, blessed. You know, we joke a lot and cut up, but I tell everybody, I say, you know, it's one of them seasons where the blessings came when you least expect it. It just seems like had some rough practices, but yet had great tournaments. You know, sometimes I don't question what's going on. I had times, I even had one time I told my wife, I said, it feels like I ain't even driving the boat out there. I said, it's just one of them seasons where when you needed it, it happened, you know. In the last 3 tournaments of the season, I was fighting off this knee surgery deal. It was swole up, looked like Dolly Parton's boob, and I'm limping around in the boat, and I'm thinking, man, I don't know if I can do this. And then it was over. You know, it was her and I sit back, and we just look at each other. I'm thinking, you know, God takes care of dumb people, fellas. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, he will take care of some dumb people. And
ended up Angler of the Year, and then you don't get to really do much dancing after you win.
No, her and I talked. We ain't even had a celebration dinner where we went out and just sat down. I mean, we come straight home to surgery, and, you know, we've been in recovery, and now she's having to put up with me because I'm missing deer season, and now I'm not a good patient anymore.
Now you're not a
good. She said you were really okay till you thought the deer were rutting on our lease in Illinois. She said then all of a sudden you started getting kind of pissy.
Oh, now you got me going now because on that and everything. But it really came down to, Gerald, if I'm not mistaken. And J.B. Day Matthews at BASS is great at setting up interviews and things like that. And she was kind of keeping us posted back and forth that you went home and, you know, normally might just put the thing on ice and everything like that and take it easy. But you went straight back to the hospital, right?
Yeah, I actually went home. I was home, I'm going to say, about 10 o'clock that morning and ended up going back to the hospital, which is about an hour and 40-minute drive. Back to Birmingham about 5 that evening, and then they did emergency surgery. When it come home, it was just weird. I got out of the car and told my wife, I said, my thigh's hurting. She said, your thigh? They didn't work on your thigh. I said, I know, but I said, my thigh's killing me. And by 2 or 3 hours later, my right thigh had become almost twice the size of its normal. I mean, it was twice as big as my other leg, and it was extremely cold and hard as a rock. And I'm like, this ain't going to be good. I said, I'm going to lay down and try to rest. And then I got back up about 4, and I said, we got problems there, Bravo, Victor, Mayday. I said, I can't hardly move. And then, of course, he called the surgeon. He goes, y'all got to get here immediately.
Wow.
You know, and then they rushed me through the ER to the OR, and then they cut me open. And they just have to let it bleed out. I mean, they literally cut you all the way down the outside of your pants seam from your kneecap up to the bottom of your pocket. And
wow.
You know,
yeah.
It takes a little time, and once they cut that muscle open, you don't jump back up and start doing the hookie-cookie dance. It takes a little while to get back on your feet.
You know, and I know when birthday time comes up in December, I think, for you, it's going to be a celebration. So you say you're about 70%. So what's the deal with you now, Gerald? What I know you're probably in therapy or some sort of thing.
Absolutely. We're doing therapy. I do therapy at Marshall Medical Center, and I do my own therapy. I'm pretty much driven on that. And, you know, I'm actually can walk without a crutch for the most part now. You know, I'm up moving around. I've rode my tractor. And I've actually got out and replanted some green fields, you know, and stuff like that. But I still have a hard time bending my thigh. I can bend to about probably an 80 or 90 degree, but your full bend is 130.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, I said, I think the best therapy I can have for the next 2 weeks is let's load everything up and go up to Illinois and let me sit in the woods in a ground blind. I've never hunted out of a ground blind, so this is going to be a stretch for me, but I have resulted that I can't climb. I'm just going to sit in the ground blind. I'm going to go Indian style on it.
Well, I'm telling you, Gerald, that's the way I hunt, and it works, Gerald. Just be patient, okay? I know that. So.
It will work, right?
Yes, it will work.
That's right.
Yeah. What did
now,
you say?
Gerald, is this going to hinder any practice time for you for the 2017 Classic there on Lake Conroe?
I don't think so. I wasn't planning on going out there to about January the 5th.
Okay.
And so, you know, to do some pre-fishing, and then the Classic is in the second or third week of March. Now, the Elite Series starts the second week of February on Cherokee, And the good thing is I still got several weeks out in front of me, and I'm doing 4 to 5 miles a day on a recumbent bike, and I'm doing my training. So I think I'll be fine. I'm just a very impatient guy. I thought in 5 weeks I could be in a tree doing what I wanted to do, and when you can't, it just really aggravates you. You're just like, this can't be this hard. But yeah, it's turned out to be. Therapy has broke me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not liked crying in front of pretty women, but therapy will make you do that. They will. There's a little blonde in there to make you sniffle down both eyes. She'll bend your leg and you think you're gonna pass out.
Yeah, she's a lot stronger than you think she is when she does that.
Yeah, I told her that. I told her the first day there. I said, I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna go home and update my Facebook status that you and I are no longer in a relationship. I'm gonna do that. We have split differences because they can make it hurt in there, but. Part of the growing process, you go every day.
Gerald, I know that during this process you mentioned about a lot of your fans have really come supported for you, hadn't you? I mean, you don't realize who your friends are until something like this happens to you.
Dude, I have been blown away, truly blown away, sitting in the hospital, during that 6 days and the text, and you don't really realize how blessed you are till you go through something, a little dip in the road, and you realize how many people rally around you and, how great your sponsors are. I'm laying in the hospital and my phone rings and my wife looks at me. She said, you're probably going to need to take that. Mr. Earl Bench, and he called me 3 times here in the hospital just to check on me. And
that means
to
a lot.
Me, it's about relationship, guys. Like, we get in this business and everybody's out here to make money. That's the bottom line. It takes money to survive, but life's about relationships. And when you form those with sponsors,
yes.
At the end of the day, I look back and I said that probably the biggest trophies is your friends and your relationships you form with these people in the industry, and to know they got your back and people are willing to come help. Dude, I got friends that say, I'll come help you plant green fields. I'll take you to the tree stand. I'll do whatever you want to do. And to me, that's what it's all about.
And little kids, I'll tell you what, Gerald, you got a lot of fans. And even little kids, I got some, even in my church, have talked about, how's he doing? Have you talked to him yet? I mean, these are.
That's amazing. I had a lady in my subdivision bring me a giant pink card that her grandchildren had made.
Really?
Ages of like 6, 7, and 9. Had sat down and made me a get well card and bring it to the house. And I look at my wife and I just smile, and I say, you got to take everything in stride and find the good in it. I said, yeah, I'm a little bit aggravated because I can't do what I want to do, but this it's humbling. Fishing is a humbling sport, but when you get in that situation and you see the outpouring of people and the prayers, you're just like, man, it's a great day to be me. Even though I call myself a pimp with a limp, but I've got a lot of support.
Well, Gerald, I wish we could go on, and we'd love to talk to you a little bit later after the first of the year and get a report from you. You got a lot of fans in the Memphis, Tennessee area. I know Ron knows that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to congratulate you on the year, because it's over the hump now, buddy. Just hang in there, okay?
It's over the hump. My question to you guys is, before we close, is how far from Memphis was that deer killed that's pending the new world record?
Not very far. Out of Gallatin, Tennessee. So it's over near Nashville, and it is something else. I just got a peek of it yesterday, and
I did too.
It's. I'm 73 years old. I'm ready to go now. I mean, I'm fired up, because
it had me up trying to put my insulated socks on and my leg with me, and I thought, well, if I'm moving, I need to get in there. And I'm gonna tell you, you ain't never lived, fellas, till you walk to a tree stand on a crutch. You don't know what making racket is, and there ain't a greenbrier or a honeysuckle in there that won't get on that crutch. I can tell you.
All right, Gerald, buddy. Thank you. God bless you, buddy, and hang in there.
Guys.
We'll talk to you again,
man,
okay?
All right.
Thanks. All right, let's take a break. Ron's going to be hard to follow that, but I know Deborah doesn't mind doing this. So we're going to come right back and talk to another one of our favorite guests on Outdoors with Larry Ray, Deborah Hinks, and we'll be right back on ESPN 790.
You can find out